Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Hey, here's the site. What's going on here? Terry and Ken, sure, but this isn't Street Fighter 6. Well, yes, as you might recall, the deal's going the other way around, and Ken and Chun-Li will be coming to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, and we finally have a trailer for Ken Masters in Fatal Fury. So right now, the Esports World Cup is happening, and a lot of the best gameplay you're going to find for Fatal Fury, well, anywhere ever since the game's come out, and for a lot of money at that. And we had the trailer show up during these matches. And, well, it's the big collaboration, right? Like, obviously, this is the Street Fighter 6 specifically version of Ken. You know, Ken's had a lot of revisions over a lot of years. They're definitely going for the SF6 version. Although Classic Ken will be here, there will be multiple costumes, as we'll go into in a little bit. And, well, that said, let's do what we do best. We'll rewind just a little bit here, and let's break down the trailer. So, out of the gate, there's a lot to talk about. First off, the stage. Yes, we're getting a new stage. Although, you might be thinking, wait a second, whose stage is this? Well, this is Ryu's stage. Suzaku Castle, made famous originally in Street Fighter 2, appearing later in Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 5, even in Smash Brothers, right? So this is like the iconic Ryu stage, and why would we have a Ryu stage? Well, this is the Street Fighter collaboration after all, and Ryu's sort of the face of Street Fighter, so this is a way to get a little bit of a Ryu vibe in the game, I suppose, without actually having him as a playable character. So this probably is like Ken and Chun stage. Looks great, I dig the snowy vibe, and then we have this. This is also a little bit of a callback. So Terry looking down at Ken, fair enough. Ken never been on the best of luck in his Street Fighter 6 rendition. And this is how Terry finds Ken in Street Fighter 6 specifically, and he kind of wallops him, calling him out for being a little bit of a shadow of what he used to be. Ken's old cryptocurrency plans didn't work out as he hoped after all. But they kind of end off in a good note of like, you know, next time we meet, Ken's going to be who he needs to be. And hey, wouldn't you know it, we love callbacks around here.
You bet. Extra hot, just like we said.
Oh, that's so good! Like, and the remix kicks in. Oh, that's so sick. Lord knows I am no Ken Masters fan, but that is exceptionally well done. And honestly, it makes more sense for Ken and Terry to be rivals than Terry and Ryu. Thematically anyways, they just got a lot more in common. They're much more similar kind of people. Although, hopefully in Reawakening the Flame, Terry didn't invite top-tier Ken to take over Southtown. We had enough of that in Season 1 of Street Fighter 6, thank you very much. So we get our nice moment like that. That already tells me this collaboration is going to just work out. Like, Ken already looks really good in the engine. And obviously, the Street Fighter 6, they held up their end of the bargain. Mai and Terry are fantastic, and, you know, Mai's sort of running the game right now, right? So maybe Ken will start running this game in return. But as you can see here, once again, this is very much the Street Fighter 6 version of Ken. The outfit, we got the intro, this is all SF6. And now we go to the gameplay. So gameplay, oh, spoiler, he's gonna play like Ken, I suppose, right? And once again, Fatal Fury is a 4-button game, not a 6-button game like Street Fighter. So we do get some fun things like, hey, there's obviously stand heavy punch into Hadouken. But hey, here's stand medium punch. So, you know, which buttons will make it, which buttons won't. That's always going to be the fight in a 4-button game. But yes, in case it was unclear, Fireball, check. Shoryuken, check. Hurricane Kick, you better believe that's a check. We got all the classics. And please send your hearts and prayers to the poor residents of Southtown because the Jinrai kick is coming to town. Once again, this is Street Fighter 6 Ken, and perhaps the greatest sign of Street Fighter 6 Ken's evil is here. So we'll see how it works when we get there, but it's probably going to be pretty good. But yes, this is Ken from Street Fighter 6, but this is City of the Wolves. Rules are a little different here, so Ken can kind of do some new things he couldn't do before. So doing Crouch Light into Hurricane, okay, sure. EX Shoryu afterwards, sure. But Rev Excel cancels exist. So he can go from EX Shoryuken into EX Air Hurricane Kick and then into his Rev Blow after the fact. How about this? Okay, so we got medium target combo, EX Jinrai. And that's going to keep him launched up into RevXL EX Fireball, RevXL Dragon Lash, yeah, we're keeping Dragon Lash, and I'll keep the bounce as well, into another EX Shoryuken, and oh, now it's time to get some fancy supers going on. And Ken's busting out the Shoryu Reppa, the classic. Yes, there will be hell of Shoryukens in case there was any misunderstanding on the matter. Ken's going to get his own detailed arcade mode and also episodes of Southtown, so lore fans, there will be a lot out there for you. Fans of the classic look, don't worry, the classic look is in the game, and we're also seeing his hidden gear. And it's chock full of references out of the gate. So what about this very first attack here? This guy with the big kick. This is his Street Fighter 4 focus attack. So that's a nice little callback. Doesn't have to be all Street Fighter 6, right? From there, we go to the famous Shippu Jinrai Kyaku. This was his move in both Third Strike, and you would know this as his level 2 in Street Fighter 6. Directly into a walloping Shinryuken. So big on the chin, and then a big old twist up. A Shin Shoryuken goes straight up like Ryu. A Shinryuken has a little bit of a twist to it because Ken's more of a fancy lad than Ryu. And he does this because he knows, in his heart, he doesn't match up to Ryu. Sad truths revealed. And after that, hey, classic win pose. We gotta respect that at least. Now, so that's the trailer. I expected this to be good. Like, I knew this was gonna be good, but I can still tell they went the extra mile. Capcom made sure that Terry and Mai looked like $1 million and played like $1 million, and it looks like SNK is keeping the favor, and they're making Ken both look apparently pretty strong. He looks like he can do some stuff, and he looks really good in this engine. He's part of the Season Pass, and this is where I'll mention, because it's worth mentioning, the Season Pass is free. You do not have to pay for it. You will get all 5 DLC characters for free for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So as long as you got the game, he's free to download when he comes out, and that'll be sometime this summer. He will be playable at EVO. EVO is not too far away now. So if you're heading to EVO, make sure you get some hands-on time there, and I'm sure there'll be tons and tons of gameplay so we can dissect every little thing. The website also updated with Ken, so we do have his little story blurb. A veteran Metro City Street Fighter who sets his sights on Southtown, seeking closure for an incident which he was wrongfully tied. Debatable. He's a menace in Nashal. He introduced them to cryptocurrency. That's canonical, by the way. Burning with determination and a fiery arsenal of unmatched offense, this former U.S. national fighting champion eventually crosses paths with the legendary Wolf himself, and with that, the wheels of fate are set in motion. Wait, what? The wheels of fate?
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, action!
Is this a sign? Is Ken Masters' Dark Designs on Southtown to revive BlazBlue? Now, legally, I can't tell you that's 100% confirmed, but I'm also not going to tell you it's not 100% confirmed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Bob's your uncle, say no more, say no more. So yeah, that is the Ken Masters trailer. It's a pretty good one. This channel, we like breaking down our trailers, and I like this trailer. It's fun, and Ken seems to have everything he needs to be. And for the poor residents of Southtown, if Ken has what he needs, that might spell disaster for everyone else. But that all said, my friends, that is the video. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Fatal Fury.
Yeah.